Aces for the cannon. Still aces.
You can't make this stuff up. Let's see if he makes the raise.
He's thinking.
Throws him away.
What?
The final flop of the night is King, King, King. Where was that for Troy?
I don't know, but Viffer's caught it this time. He flopped quads.
Is that really King, King, King? 2,000.
Rick makes it 2,000 to go after Chow checks. Viffer smooth calls.
I never ever win one pot.
And Chow's had enough this week.
Yeah, it was a dry night for you. That's for sure. What do you want? Call the turn.
King.
3 of diamonds on the turn.
Check.
Rick checks. Viffer fires 3.
Viffer wants to get paid any way he can.
Well, he's dueling with the right guy. Rick raises to 8.
Rick's bluffed at many an inopportune moment this week. This is probably the worst.
Viffer over the top to 13,000.
Now I believe you. You're still full of but I fold.
Finally, a good fold.
I had that beat. Show me the other one. What was the last hand? Show me the other one.
Another stellar read for Rick.
Nice hand.
You gotta just call the turn there. Let him bomb it into you on the end.
A lot of experts at the table now that the hand's over. Ace-3 suited for Lou. He calls.
Nice. Action.
4-way action of the flop. That's what the straddle will do for you. We got 7 grand before we've even seen a flop as well.
You're sitting next to the wrong guy.
Ace, 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 and Randy Lou's made quads. First quads of season 2.
Laak checks, Kenny checks,
Lou checks. Not a lot for him to protect against.
and Daniel checks. Deuce of hearts on the turn. Laak has a full boat. Checks. Kenny checks, and Lou checks.
Daniel trying to figure out if there's any way he can steal this pot.
He just checks. 7 of clubs. Laak bets out 4,000 with his boat.
Bye-bye, 4,000. Have fun at Randy's house.
Kenny folds, and the action's on Randy Lou.
I'm thinking raise?
Good guess, Joe. Randy bets 9,500. Ooh. That's a little more than 4. Daniel folds.
This might normally be an easy fold, but Randy Lou is always betting.
Laak calls.
Ace.
Feels like they were waiting for me to bet, huh?
Oh, that's good.
That was good. Radar. That was good.
Lou wins a pot worth 26,000.
Rick calls, 5 high. Troy folds. Viffer calls. And Barry calls.
Maybe Chow just knew Barry was going to wake up with 7s.
I don't.
Maybe he's just telepathic.
Even still, a very tight laydown from Chow.
You're a wise, wise man.
Queen 7-4. Barry flops a set.
Big hand for Barry.
Viffer has a flush draw and checks. Barry checks. Antonio checks. Raheem checks. Another 7 on the turn and quads for Greenstein.
Barry's now going to want as much money going into this pot as possible, no matter what cards come.
Viffer leads out, betting 6 grand.
Barry's happy Viffer's doing the work for him. Even though he doesn't look terribly happy, he is.
That's Barry's happy face.
Yeah. I think you're versed in mumbling.
And Barry makes the smooth call. Antonio folds. And Rick's out too.
No, you're a gentleman.
By just calling, Barry was hoping Antonio or Rick might come along for the ride.
Jack of clubs on the river.
Viffer dodged a bullet, believe it or not, by not making his hand.
Still leads out, betting 15,000.
Barry's got to make an attempt at a value raise, but we know Viffer can't make the call.
Barry raises to 65 grand and a quick fold.
One last time for the cameras, but yes, Barry, you do have to give him back.
Bill Given. Oh, aces.
Hey-oh. Given should re-raise this to make sure Doyle doesn't come along for the ride since he's out of position.
No, he just calls.
When Tony's here, it's just
Brunson folds.
Also with a re-raise, Given could have maybe squeezed a couple more bucks out of Scott Seaver.
King Ace 8. A set forgiven.
Well, that's a pretty good flop.
He checks. Seaver checks. And that's a pretty good turn. Quads forgiven.
Let's see if he can make any money with it.
Goes check, check to the river, which is the tray of spades.
All aboard to Value Town.
3.
Bet of 3,000. Seaver calls. Given. Shows.
Wait. Maybe I can beat this hand.
Is that you?
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd the rest of the pot?
Not much action.
What could he have?
Oh, you checked all the way?
Well, yeah, I got.
No, he bet the end.
And you paid him off?
Yeah.
Sucker.
Laak. Sixes. Raises to 2,000. Cata. Out. Mercier. Pocket pair.
Even though there's only 40 hands to go, Mercier bought in for a $250,000 to make sure he can cover the biggest stack at the table.
He calls. Aces for the cannon. Still aces.
You can't make this stuff up. Let's see if he makes the raise.
He's thinking of set pedaling, boys.
Nice call, Laak.
He's thinking.
Throws him away.
What?
What was that when it's over? Action's over.
Two to the flop. 6 king 6 quads for Laak.
I can't believe it, Vance. David Fishman folds aces. Would have been outflopped by quads. If this happened in a movie, I would say it's too unrealistic.
Laak bets 3,300.
Welcome to the game, Jason Mercier.
Who quickly calls.
That flop will look pretty innocuous to Mercier.
The turn. Jack of spades. Laak checks.
Laak's checking for deception. There's a chance the paint may give Jason more of a reason to get away from this on the river.
Mercier checks. Deuce on the river.
Laak's trying to decide how big a value bet Jason will call.
10,400.
Not quite an overbet, but a big bet. He's giving Jason the chance to put him on a bluff.
Mercier calls.
Hi-ya!
That's a sigh of relief.
I almost raised. Just kidding.
Fishman puts his head down so he can let all the bullets fly by.
It would be wrong to bet the turn, and I could go for a little check call on the turn.
A Laak's win has now put him in Profitville.
Yeah, on the turn, I knew I had a good hand, too.
That's why I lay down pocket jacks.
Did you really or no?
What was it?
Wouldn't necessarily
Pocket
be
aces.
bad fold.
No. Was it really? You had aces pre-flop?
No way.
I'd love to
He
see
didn't
that.
think forever and had this weird look. It's like, what?